Hello and welcome to Am I Old Yet? A lightly comic audio drama written and performed by me, Floyd Kennedy, with occasional guest appearances from actors all over the world. The magic of Zoom, eh? It's all about life, the universe and all that stuff from the perspective of one elderly Australian woman called Helen Doherty, who lives in London, and also her friends and family and occasional encounters with strangers. This episode is Collecting People in the Park, episode 4 of season 4. Helen is resting on a bench in her local park when she's approached by a helpful stranger. The ensuing conversation takes some surprising twists and turns. And this episode introduces Ira Seidenstein as Misha.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yes.
So
What
sorry,
is it?
I did not mean to disturb you. I believe you may have dropped this book. I think I saw you leaving the other bench, and then I saw this on the ground nearby.
Oh, my Lord, I did drop that. Oh, thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Goodness me, I must have dropped off.
Perhaps you were resting your eyes, no?
Oh, no. I was fast asleep. Oh, dear. I don't think I've ever done that before.
What? Sleep?
Sleep on a park bench in the middle of the day. Must be getting old. Older.
Indeed we are.
Hiya.
Getting
What?
older all the time.
That child was just speaking to us. Isn't that nice? That's what I like about this park. Full of real people. Know what I mean?
I do. May I?
Oh, yes, please. Of course. Do sit down.
You don't mind company?
Oh, no, not at all. Well, sometimes I do, but not at the moment. It's quite a joy sitting here in the warmth, having a chat with a stranger.
Are you a collector, of people?
Oh, I think that's one of the things I do. I collect people. Keeps me younger.
It's a very healthy occupation. And in the words of whoever said it first, do you come here often?
Oh, once or twice a week. It's my walk, my health-making walk. And you?
I just discovered it. I moved here quite recently.
From where? Oh, does that make me nosy? You don't have to answer.
Oh, no, I don't mind. It's good to be curious, especially if you are collecting people. Not that you need to collect me. I was in Glasgow before I came to London.
Glasgow?
I know. I don't sound very Scottish, do I?
And before that?
And before that, I was in Canada for some years. And you? Where were you before you were here?
Not New Zealand.
I didn't think so.
And I've lived in England for so many years, I've no idea what my accent is. But you certainly don't sound Canadian.
I think you might have guessed already. I am Russian.
Oh my gosh! And they let you in?
Yeah, indeed. It surprised me too. And I understand why you might question it in these terrible times. I just have to say, please believe me, not all Russians.
Oh no, I'm sure of it.
Kind of you to say so. It's very sad and shocking what is happening.
And I could say not all Australians, because we don't have such a pure record of human rights over the years. Centuries.
Is that right? I suppose people in every country are capable of doing horrible things. You're Australian?
Yes, indeed. Turn back the boats. Have you not heard that expression?
Turn back the boats. I think it might be about illegal immigrants.
Well, that's what they say. But actually, no, they're not illegal immigrants. They're refugees. It's a very different thing under international law. I'm sure you probably know.
Yes, I do. Very different thing from an illegal immigrant.
So would you say you were a refugee?
No. I would say I am migrant.
Look, my name is Helen.
And I am Misha, short for Mikhail. My family called me Misha.
So why did you decide to migrate here, Misha? Was it quite recent?
Oh, no. I decided to move here a very long time ago, after my son came here. But it only happened for me a few months ago.
So what is it about this country that you wanted to come here?
Well, in my work, I have worked with colleagues here in London, LSE, for many years.
London School of Economics, that's where my granddaughter studies. So what took you so long? They wouldn't let you go?
It was difficult. I went home from Canada some years ago when my wife became ill, but then she died.
Oh, I am sorry.
Now I am free. At least I would like to be free to come here to see my son, my grandchildren, maybe even do some good work.
What kind of work do you do?
I am a scientist.
Well, maybe you're a scientist who's got some amazing special knowledge and the British government can see the value of it. So they went, yeah, let's get him. Let's drain Russia of all the brains. Maybe it's something like that?
Oh no, I'm not so special. I am mere mathematician, scientist of mathematics. Some people say not scientist at all.
So are you here on a visitor's visa?
Yes. In Russia, I applied for exit visa so many times, But then suddenly, they are all very busy making war and they don't have time to argue with me. So they say yes, piss off. And my son is in Glasgow, so he helps me get the visa to enter. And if I have to beg for asylum, I will do that. My colleagues here think I am all right.
And you're not worried they might send people after you? Poison-tipped umbrellas, that sort of thing?
I don't think so. As I say, I am not important. And I don't bother him, the big boss monster. But I tell you this, Helen, my secret, I would love to stick a bomb under his bed. Sadly, I am not in position to get near enough to do that. So I try to be useful with my work.
All right, so are you having a day off today?
Oh, I have many days off. They don't want me there all the time, so I can work from home and I can look around London and I meet with my colleagues and we sit and talk. Well, sometimes we do that on Zoom also. Don't need to move my backside.
Did you always want to be a mathematician?
Oh, not at all. When I was younger, I was clown.
I'm sorry? Did you say clown? Clown like Slava Snow Show clown?
Yes, but I was not in that show. It was when I was very, very young, teenager. My parents were circus people, so I was not so good on the high wire, so I became a clown. And I did it for maybe 10 years.
How wonderful.
And then I decided I want to study mathematics. I'm old enough to leave my family. They kept saying, oh, that's not a good idea. Families. But I go to school, I study, I get my degree, science of mathematics.
Wow. And do you find that your clowning background helped you in any way?
Oh, yes. If I had not been clown, I wouldn't have been so open, so responsive to learning. Made it much easier for me. I am sure of it. Clown has to be alive to possibilities all the time. Has to be observant, has to be, responsive, changeable.
Okay.
And see patterns and know when to play with a pattern and when to, mix it up. And mathematics is all about patterns and changes, puzzles,
Don't clowns work on their own? Oh, mathematicians work on their own, don't they?
Well, yes and no. Clown needs someone else, partner or audience, even imaginary ones to play with. And mathematicians, I know this image of the lonely scholar working away on the problem, maybe with a big blackboard and lots of chalk.
Yeah.
But it works so much better with a team when you can try out your ideas and have to argue and take people's ideas and keep letting go of the brilliant idea you just had because a better one comes along, just like clown.
Good heavens, I would never have known. Not that I know anything about clowns or mathematics.
But you have children, no?
One daughter.
So you remember when the child is very small and they try to do something, maybe use their toes to build a castle, and after a while, drop it on the floor. and watch how it lands. Or they stick it on their head.
Yes, that happened, except Janie stuck hers to her cheek, and when it wouldn't stick, she put more jam on it.
She used the game to solve a problem.
Oh, indeed she did.
That is clown. All children are clowns. They want to play and they want to share, to enjoy their play. And they want to make the game grow until it turns into a new game. And of course, they will also do it even if nobody is looking. The game is the thing.
Of course, it's how their brains develop. Through trying, failing, trying again.
And that is the mathematician's brain also. Try, fail, try again, fail better.
Einstein.
No, Samuel Beckett.
Really?
I'm sure of it. Have you read his work?
Well, I've seen Waiting for Godot.
A very pure example of mathematics in motion.
What?
Yes, I promise you. Every line of the text helps to form a pattern or disrupts a pattern. So a new pattern emerges. Each moment leads to a deeper, more complex moment. The characters seem so simple on the surface, but all the time the game of life is growing and returning, unfolding and collapsing, just like mathematical problems.
In 3D.
Yes, you could say that. Antonin Artaud called it virtual reality in 1932.
Oh, because they are acting all the time. Is that what you mean?
More or less.
Well, I'm going to have to think about it a lot.
And I need to get back home for a meeting. Thank you so much for your company, Helen. Lovely to meet you.
And you, Misha. You take care. Hey, look out for those umbrellas.
I shall. Goodbye.
Bye. That was People Collecting in the Park, Episode 4, Season 4 of Am I Old Yet? By me, Floyd Kennedy. Misha was played by Iris Seidenstein, while Helen was played by me. You can find out more about Ira and his amazing career and all of the wonderful professional actors who contribute to this show on the website www.amiolyet.com. Now, I hope you know that little podcasts like this one can only survive if you help to spread the word. Share it with your friends. And please take a moment to rate and review it in your favorite podcasting app, or just drop a comment on the reviews page of the website. You can also help me to cover the cost of production by means of a donation at buymeacoffee.com/amiolyet, or by becoming a regular subscribing patron on patreon.com/amiolyet. And that subscription brings you extra benefits, so thanks for listening and stay safe.